I don't have a mount for my little fake GoPro to fit on the Audi, so, well, I've got them, but they're permanently more or less affixed to the Bronco out there, and I don't feel like peeling them off. So I'm going to make a mount, not for my little fake GoPro, but for my little Nikon 1V3, which is acting up very badly, keeps throwing lens errors. Took a spill off my couch onto thick carpeted floor and doesn't really want to work anymore, so don't care for it. Well, I don't care about it, so I'm not too remiss about bolting it to the front bumper of my car as I'm hooning around. To make this mount, what I've got, a couple of 1/4-inch plywood, just cut down a little bit. I've run a 1/4-20 bolt with a wing nut and another nut to act as a jam nut because the bolt's way too long. And what I'm going to do is use this. This is the towing recovery hook that slots into the bumper frame on the Audi. So if you're ever on the racetrack and having off, getting into the deep gravel and can't get yourself out, it's reverse thread. Look at that. Even had an arrow. Look at that, had an arrow. But I don't know what GRK is. I think it's German. But anyway, if you're ever out on the racetrack and having off and the recovery vehicle needs to come get you, got this hook, so they don't have to try to hook somewhere else, and they can yank your little German race car off the racetrack. And then what I'm going to do is that's going to go like that, and since the bolt won't go through there, I'm just using these 1/4-inch pieces of plywood, and they're cut, you know, just roughly so they don't fall through that hole. And then I'm going to put that like that, and then this will mount like that, and hopefully it's pointed in the direction it needs to be pointed. That's what it looks like bolted up, and hopefully it won't throw any errors. Keep dropping this little cover. This is the access cover for the spot in the bumper for the recovery hook. Hopefully it won't throw any lens errors when I turn it on, and I can record my going down the road footage. I forgot to set my settings, so that's going to be fun trying to get in there and see what I'm doing and push button. But we're about to see how it works out. But I'm going to run some footage, see how it looks, and you guys can follow along.
entire years are a waste. What could have been completely erased. I'm tired of being fake. Wondering if you give me a break. All that strike has deceived me inside, and it's past up for these worlds to collide. I run twice as hard 'cause I have more to hide, and I'll let you down. I couldn't sympathize to too long to realize that I'll let you down. I'll let you down.
Saturday morning out at Stone Mountain, first time in a long time. I don't normally park here, so hope I can remember where I parked. It's kind of a nice day out, so it's gonna be pretty crowded, and I'm not gonna get in too much of a hurry because I'm old and fat, so I'm taking it pretty easy. Take the long way around. A couple reasons I'm using this camera is it is optically stabilized and electronically stabilized in body, I think. I don't know what the electronic VR is on this little camera. So maybe I'll get better footage than I did out at Blood Mountain. I am eschewing the shotgun mic, using just the in-body mic. I'm trying to hook my keys up because I don't want them in my pocket. It's tough to do one-handed. But didn't bring my frame with me to carry my little mic. Also forgot my little faux pro, but that'll be all right. Just hoping I remember where I parked. Let's get out of here. It's the first bit of the trail. Never started here before. Been this way many, many times though. I don't know if you can hear it. It's nice and bright and sunny, but it's starting to rain. I am prepared for that. Not prepared for my legs getting wet though. Taking a walk in the woods like a tourist. You don't need special gear to go for a walk in the woods though, so I'm good with that. It's gonna be about 6 miles today. Short trip. See how it goes. See how I feel tomorrow. Not looking forward to that. It's the view from this part of the trail. Not bad. Not bad. Human animals around kind of detract from it a little bit, but there's a bit of a tourist trap. One of the things I like about Stone Mountain is there's lots of little flat bits where you can really scoot along, really make some good time. But then there's lots of little scrambly bits where you're having to crawl over a lot of big rocks. So that's pretty cool too. They did their best, I guess, when they made the trails to avoid that, but there's some places where you still gotta scramble over rocks. This is one of the smoother bits here. We're right along the edge of Lake Venable. Somebody moving a lot faster than me. storm damage. I like how they mostly leave it. Just clear out just enough so the trail is still passable. But it's still kind of a, still let the material that fell, let nature take its course with that. Coming up on the covered bridge. They moved this thing. I don't know how long ago they moved it. It's a nice plaque. Got all that info on it. Moved it from another county. If you really want to know, come see it yourself. Experience the thrills of driving over a 200-year-old wooden structure. .50 in the house. Moving on. It's the old grist mill, or old mill. People call it a lot of different things. That's the Missouri Belle. They've moved her. It was the Scarlett O'Hara parked here, but they couldn't secure the doors, I don't think, to the Scarlett O'Hara. So they moved Scarlett O'Hara to the other side of the lake, I believe. where they can keep her under lock and key. It's the dilapidated steamboat. I think they used to run the same one on this lake. She's making all kinds of racket, creaking and groaning. But they'll leave this one here until it rots into the water. For right now, that's what's left of her. Pretty much unceremoniously shoved her in the hole. Poor old girl. Well, time to move on. That was the Stone Mountain, go around the mountain choo-choo train. I think they had a comedian on board at the time. It's a pretty neat ride. Kind of lazy, laid back. Way to see the mountain. I prefer to walk though. It's worth a look at least once. Made it to the meadow, which isn't really a meadow right now because they're cleaning up from Snow Mountain. There's the world's largest trophy to second place up there. The scene depicting the surrender of the South. It's a big rock. Switch to the camera without the image stabilization, so I didn't bring a spare battery for it. Sorry. In here, you're making an abrupt left. This is my least favorite part right here. Walking on the pavement. A lot of joggers, bikes, foot traffic, but let's dive off into the woods. Down in here, get a little bit of a hint of false seclusion, false seclusion. Yeah, false seclusion. Because we're not secluded. We're in the middle of a busy, bustling area, high traffic area. But to look around in this little pocket, you wouldn't really know it. Rocky bits. It's one of my favorite bits of the trail. Climbing over big rocks, bouncing around rock to rock. Got a decision to make. It's not a very hard one. I've worn the wrong socks today, so it's restricting my toes, causing me a great deal of discomfort, bunching up against my toes. So the decision I have to make is 1/8 mile that way on pavement, or 1/2 mile or better that way in the dirt, and then 1/8 mile on pavement because of where I parked. So I'm going to take the easy way. And one of the basic tenets of hiking, backpacking is look after your feet, and your feet will look after you. It's the train again. But that seems kind of weird. I really don't want my feet looking after me, cooking me a meal, bringing me breakfast in bed, bringing me a frosty beverage in the paper when I get home from work, and then catching up on my YouTubes. It's just my big old stank feet cooking a meal for me is just not a pleasant thought. But aside from that aside, if you're hiking, even for a day hike, if your feet are uncomfortable, you're going to be uncomfortable. If your feet are unhappy, you're going to be unhappy. It's one of those things. I'm not tired. Still have loads of energy. But just because my feet are uncomfortable and hurting, it's draining me of any desire to continue. So I took the short way out. This is the one that's causing the most trouble. Much better. Well, that's it for the quick drive around Stowe Mountain. Quick walk around Stowe Mountain. I'm beat. Haven't done that in a long, long time. Thanks for watching.